assistant po is also appointed po ng head of the office, the agency, considered as a regular employee.
Considered as a regular employee and therefore covered mo ng civil service rules. Would you agree?
Mr. Chair, hindi po masyadong naano sa rules under civil service.
Kasi if you're a regular employee under our civil service rules,
Lalike ko lang yung TikTok.
the fact that you are appointed in the DepEd as co-terminus with the Vice President and then Secretary of Education, are you trying to tell this committee that the co-terminus employee will be a regular employee within the meaning of our civil service rules? And if no naman, I think you would also be aware that under a joint circular, a special dispersing officer must be a regular employee.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Now the question is, are you or do you consider yourself a regular employee despite your being a coterminous employee?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you are a regular employee. Consider yourself that. Okay. But as a coterminous employee, you serve at the pleasure of your principal, tama rin?
Yes, Your Honor.
Meaning the principal is the vice president.
Yes, Your
And
Honor.
she can remove you from office at any point in time. Tama rin?
Okay, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, at the appropriate time, I wish to explore legislation on this matter because an SDO cannot be a coterminous employee. We have to remember that confidential funds, when granted to a civilian agency, is related to the functions of the agency itself. As such, the person handling it must be a career employee, preferably of that agency, so that we are certain where loyalty lies. Not just a coterminous employee, where incentives are aligned towards ensuring that the principal is pleased with his or her performance. Do we have a representative of the Bureau of Treasury here? Consec?
Your Honor, Bureau of Treasury was informed relatedly, but they will try their best to appear today, Your Honor.
So they're not present today.
Not present today, Your Honor.
Kasi, Mr. Chair, ang tatanungin ko sana is tungkol po doon sa fidelity fund. And the representative of the Bureau of Treasury is the appropriate or proper person to explain to us yung fidelity fund vis-a-vis the amount of the
Your Honor,
I think the Bureau of Treasury, the representative of Bureau of Treasury is present.
may I please recognize Attorney Jericho Patorna, OIC for the Complaints and Investigation Division of the Bureau of Treasury, Your Honor.
Nakapag-ulat po ba siya?
If you see in previous hearings, Your Honor, it's already taken as a law.
Okay. Please take your seat, Attorney Cardona. Please proceed, Congressman Ako.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Attorney, bago i-discuss po natin yung fidelity bond, maaari po ba ninyong explain sa amin, sa committee na ito, at sa mga nandito ngayong araw na ito, ano ang accountable officer at sino po ang mga pwedeng maging accountable officer?
Good afternoon, Your Honor, and to the Honorable Committee. Your Honor, to answer the question, Your Honor, we, as for the Bureau of the Treasury in our fidelity funding operations, to determine who is an accountable officer, we refer to the requirement of the public funding law, or the definition of the public funding law as who is an accountable officer. Section 314 of the public bonding law states that every officer, agent, and employee of the government of the Philippines or of the companies or corporations, the majority of the stock of which is held by the national government shall, whenever the nature of the duties performed by such officer, agent, or employee permits or requires the custody of funds or property for which he is accountable, be deemed a bondable officer. And except as otherwise provided, every such person shall be bonded or bondable, and his fidelity insured in accordance with the public bond.
With your definition, attorney, yung pang special disbursement officer ay isa sa mga accountable officer.
Well, as per my knowledge, Your Honor, in the operations of the Bureau of the Treasury, special disbursing officers are one of the officials who are considered bondable because of the fact that they are in custody or in possession of public funds or property. However, admittedly, Your Honor, as far as the legal service of the Bureau of the Treasury is concerned, we often recommend a different evaluation criteria because special disbursing officers are generally only designated additional accountable functions on top of their core functions, which ordinarily does not involve public funds or property.
I am sorry, attorney. My question was very simple. Ang tanong ko lang po kung ang mga isang designated special